This is the most successful airplane ever built. More than 10,000 of them have been produced, flying millions of passengers across the world every single day. If you've ever boarded a flight for a short trip, there's a very high chance you were sitting inside one. It's not just an airplane, it's the backbone of modern aviation. But behind this incredible success lies a story filled with innovation, fierce competition, and moments of deep controversy. From its beginnings in the 1960s to becoming the world's most widely used jetliner, and later facing one of the biggest crises in aviation history, this is the story of the Boeing 737. In the early 1960s, the aviation world was undergoing a transformation. Jet travel was no longer a luxury reserved for a few, it was becoming the future of global transportation. Aircraft like the Boeing 707 and the Douglas DC-8 had already revolutionized long-distance travel, connecting continents faster than ever before. But while these large jets dominated long-haul routes, airlines were facing a different challenge. They needed a smaller aircraft, something efficient, economical, and capable of operating on shorter routes between cities. Airports at the time were not as advanced as they are today. Many lacked the infrastructure to handle large jets, and airlines needed aircraft that could operate quickly, with minimal ground support. European manufacturers had already begun exploring this market, and Boeing realized it needed to act fast to stay competitive. The result was a bold new idea, a short-haul jetliner designed for simplicity of environments, from busy international airports to smaller regional airfields. As more airlines adopted the 737, it began to establish itself as a key player in the aviation industry. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, the Boeing 737 was becoming a familiar sight at airports around the world. But Boeing wasn't content to stop there. As technology advanced and competition increased, the company introduced a new generation of the aircraft known as the Classic series. These included the 737-300, 737-400, and 737-500, which featured improved engines, better fuel efficiency, and upgraded avionics. They were quieter, more powerful, and capable of carrying more passengers over longer distances. Airlines loved them, and passengers appreciated the smoother, quieter flights. The 737 was no longer just a short-haul aircraft, it was becoming a global workhorse. As the aviation industry entered the 1990s, competition intensified once again. Airbus introduced the A320, a modern aircraft equipped with advanced fly-by-wire technology. It was a serious threat, and Boeing knew it had to respond. Instead of designing an entirely new aircraft, Boeing chose to evolve the 737 further. This led to the creation of the Next Generation series, which included the 737-600, 737-700, 737-800, and 737-900. These aircraft featured larger wings, more efficient engines, and modernized cockpits with digital displays. They could fly farther, carry more passengers, and operate more efficiently than ever before. Among them, the 737-800 became one of the most popular variants, widely used by airlines across the globe. By this point, the Boeing 737 had firmly established itself as the most successful airliner in history. Over the decades, the 737 became more than just an airplane, it became a symbol of global connectivity. It connected small cities to major hubs, made air travel more accessible, and played a crucial role in the growth of low-cost airlines. Carriers around the world relied on the 737 to build their networks. Its reliability and efficiency made it the backbone of countless fleets. For many passengers, it became the aircraft they flew on most frequently, often without even realizing it. But as successful as the 737 was, the aviation industry never stands still. And soon, a new challenge would emerge. In the 2010s, Airbus once again raised the bar with the A320neo, offering significantly improved fuel efficiency. Airlines were eager to reduce costs, and Boeing needed a quick response. Rather than designing a completely new aircraft, Boeing chose to upgrade the 737 once again. This decision led to the development of the 737 MAX. The MAX featured larger, more efficient engines, redesigned aerodynamics, and advanced technology aimed at reducing fuel consumption. However, fitting these larger engines onto an airframe originally designed in the 1960s presented significant challenges. To address changes in the aircraft's handling characteristics, Boeing introduced a new software system known as MCAS. At first, the 737 MAX seemed like another success story. Airlines placed massive orders, and the aircraft quickly entered service. But then, everything changed. In 2018 and 2019, two tragic accidents shocked the world. Investigations revealed issues related to the MCAS system, raising serious concerns about the aircraft's design and certification process. For the first time in modern aviation history, an aircraft of this scale was grounded worldwide. The Boeing 737 MAX, once seen as the future of the company, became the center of one of the biggest crises in aviation history. Airlines were forced to cancel flights, Boeing faced intense scrutiny, and public trust in the aircraft was shaken. Over the following months, Boeing worked closely with regulators to address the issues. The MCAS system was redesigned, pilot training procedures were updated, and extensive testing was conducted. Gradually, aviation authorities around the world began to recertify the aircraft. The 737 MAX returned to service. While the road to recovery was not easy, the aircraft slowly regained the confidence of airlines and passengers. Today, the Boeing 737 continues to dominate the skies. With thousands of aircraft in operation and new variants still being delivered, its story is far from over. From its first flight in 1967 to its modern versions flying today, the 737 has spanned generations, adapted to changing technologies, and overcome significant challenges. Subscribe to this channel for more. Thank you for watching.